Hello, beloveds. I am Reverend Amani Malaika. I am here with beloved Raymont, Dr. Reverend Raymont Anderson. And if you have been with us before, you may know that Ray has been covering for me while I have been away on sabbatical, and I am now returning. So we get to spend this time together for our April theme. If you are new to us, welcome. This is a little bit of a different format than I typically do for sermon content and messages, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. So, my gentle giant, Reverend Raymont.
Yes.
This is I just have a giant gratitude.
Thank you.
It has been what a wondrous thing to have you kind of step into the fold and allow me to just rest with ease and no worries, knowing you were holding down.
Amen. Yes. My pleasure. I am honored. Thank you. Yeah, just I'm honored and filled with gratitude to know that I was able to give you the space to take care of yourself. So thank
Amen.
you.
And amen. A little bit of what we're going to be talking about this month in April. So let's talk a little bit about our April theme, which is giant gentleness. And I wanted to share a little quote that came from the minister who prepared this, which is, in those flashes, when we are conscious of our oneness, there is an openness and all-encompassing love. In all the other moments in our lives, we need and really deserve giant gentleness. So that's what we're going to be diving into during this April series, during the next 4 weeks. And I am really excited because I like the way that we're going to have an opportunity to talk about what it means to be gentle with ourselves, to bring that gentleness to others, to our communities, and to the world, and anchoring all that in the reality of sort of this cosmic oneness that you and I belong to, and that it is giant, right? That this giant gentleness, this force of love, the divine, the beloved, the holy blessed one, whatever we want to call it, is greater than the epic amounts of despair and violence and pain and suffering that we are personally experienced, that I personally experience, and that the world is experiencing on greater and greater levels. And so I wanted to give some context to, may these things be able to be met from this place of love, of the one, of the gentle giant that is God, that is you, that is me. Because we need it. The giant, epic pain of the world must be met with the giant, gentle, loving force that is the divine. What say ye, Rev Raymont?
Oh, I'm right there with you. Yes, because there's so much going on, both in our individual lives and in the collective experience, where it's easy to feel worn down, worn out, beaten down, beaten up, overwhelmed with so much pain and trauma and grief, that if we're not in a space of being gentle with ourselves, with the process, not gentle with the entire way that we show up, then we're actually doing, one, greater harm to ourselves than the collective, because we're not ensuring that our cups, are full.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually impeding the process of healing. Right? Like when I had surgery and they're like, don't do nothing for a couple of weeks. Like,
don't
walk.
Don't do it.
Right. Like, you have to give your body time to, that's gentleness, that's compassion. well, if I'm going to do that with my body post surgery, am I doing that with my heart and my mind post argument or post activism or even simply, scrolling through, wait a minute, the police shot enough. Like if I'm not doing the same, pause, breathe, be gentle, be compassionate. That doesn't mean throw up your hands and do nothing. It means right now, what do you need to do for you?
Amen.
Because you can't do something for another if you're not making sure that you're taken care of, that you have the capacity. Breathe. So, yeah, I'm right there with you 1000%.
Amen. Amen. So, beloveds, may you welcome in the gentle and giant nature of the Holy Blessed One. May you be blessed by it more and more and more throughout this series. I love you so much. So glad you're here. I want to invite you to get obsessed. I want to invite you into a sweet and powerful, positive obsession. And you can join me by doing this. There's several things that are freely offered, no financial requirement. You can get a phone call and a text every day from our prayer warriors, our practitioners. It's called Spirit Calling, delivered directly to your phone. You can sign up for the app that we have built, where you get a message and journal prompts and recommended spiritual practices, an opportunity to get connected in community with other wonderfully obsessed humans through our small groups. And all of these things you can find on our website, abqcsl.org. It is my deep, deep, deep desire to invite you into yourself and your own powerfully divine nature, and to invite you into building this unquantifiable number of people who are so sweetly obsessed with our inherent connection and manifesting that audaciously in this world, as this world. I'm so glad you've been with us. I'm so glad you will come back and keep at it. You are worth it. Love is worth it. Gentle cosmic ness. Gentle cosmic. Yeah. Gentle cosmicness. When I was thinking about this topic and getting to talk to you, Raymont, I got so excited. I was like, oh, the places we could go.
Right.
I'm thinking, Wakanda forever. I'm thinking comic heroes.
Right. Yeah.
A whole bunch of things. So I'm excited to get into it. But I have a quote that I wanted us to just maybe think about for a moment, who is one of my favorite Afrofuturists, which for me is a place to look around this gentle cosmicness, right? Is when we get beyond our own bodies, when we get beyond our families and beyond our own communities and beyond even our own world, to understanding this much greater cosmic reality that we belong to. Octavia Butler works for me. And so I wanted to share this Octavia Butler quote, who is a science fiction author, Afrofuturist, and this is from the Parables of Talents. Kindness eases change. Love quiets fear. And a sweet and powerful positive obsession blunts pain, diverts rage, and engages each of us in the greatest, the most intense of our chosen struggles. Kindness eases change, love quiets fear, and a sweet and powerful positive obsession blunts pain and diverts rage.
Wow.
Isn't that delicious?
Yeah, most definitely. Wow.
And doesn't it make you think of all of your favorite action heroes and movies where that is going down in these epic ways?
Yeah, most definitely. Wow.
Because yes, gentle cosmicness, but I think let us not get tripped up that gentle is small or weak
Right.
or not enough. Because
I would venture to even to go into the idea that gentleness requires more power, focus, and control, because it's easy, excuse me, it's easy to smash a wall, right? When you just but it takes a different level of precision, because I've watched some of those home renovation shows where they just want to get rid of this one section.
Yeah.
The rest of the house is untouched, undamaged. Wait a minute. How did you? Because there is a quote unquote gentleness. There is a focused, direct application of whatever the principle is that says, here's how you apply it. Here's how you focus it. Here's how you do it. Versus you just get rid of it. You just smash it. You just destroy it. That's not gentle.
Over.
Right.
Which sometimes feels easier.
You say it again?
Sometimes that feels easier.
Yeah. Which is why I think some people, and there's the two sides of this idea where some people see gentleness as being weak, and some weaponize gentleness with the syrup of love and compassion to somehow make it seem like, but I'm just offering my feedback.
Yeah. Bless.
I'm just. Oh yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Right. Yes. Right. Versus when, like you just said, when you really embody the cosmicness of this, wow. Yes. It's literally Wakanda forever. It literally is live long and prosper. Like all of these things, it is that thread through all of the mythologies that say, do you realize how powerful you actually are? Yeah. Right. And which reminds me of the Octavia, since you invoked her into the space, and I don't remember what it's from, and you'll probably remember what it's from, but when she says, all that you touch, you change, and all that you change changes you.
Amen.
And I know there's a little bit more, but that's what I remember right now. So it's like all that you touch with your words, with your feelings, with your emotions, with your presence, all of it, you change. And all that you have changed, all that you continue to change, then boomerangs back. There's a reciprocity of spirit that now it comes back to change you.
That's right.
Wow. Yeah. Good stuff.
And it's ever in motion.
Right.
It is ever in motion, which is why I like that she says kindness eases change, because change gonna be change. And you getting in it.
Right.
So know that kindness eases that. And when it terrifies the shit out of you, because it will.
Right.
The world is terrifying.
True that.
And the only thing that I know that can meet that kind of terror, that can meet this moment for humanity, where we're not sure we're going to be able to stay on this planet.
Right.
The only thing I know that can meet that kind of terror is love. That can quiet the fear in me enough to continue to seek joy, to continue to contribute what I have to contribute as a divinely appointed being of love.
Right.
And I think, again, gentle cosmicness. Cosmic invokes, I don't even know what makes up cosmic. I just know it's big, I just know I am not a scientist, but I know it goes vastly far beyond me and this planet I live in.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's giant.
Yeah.
And I am
Yeah.
a part of that. It is beyond space and time. It is beyond this blip in the cosmic that my life is.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
I am obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Octavia said, a sweet and powerful positive obsession blunts pain, diverts rage, and engages us in the greatest and most intense of our chosen struggles. Choose a struggle, friends. There
Mm-hmm.
are a multitude of struggles to choose from right now in your life.
Right.
And know that a sweet and powerful positive obsession engages you in that struggle in a way that matters. You know, my vision for my ministry, and nobody liked this when I was in ministerial school. I got a lot of flack. I didn't say it out loud much. But I can't help it. The spark of the divine sparks the vision it sparks. It's
Yes,
just
it
the
does.
vision I got that I was given.
Mm-hmm.
An army of folks practicing oneness. That's my vision. An unquantifiable number of people sweetly and powerfully and positively obsessed with the divine, their own divinity and the divinity that connects them to all that is. That is my vision. What if we became obsessed? And that very obsession engaged us in whatever the struggle we choose.
Right.
I
Right.
think a better way to live ourselves into a fantastic future.
I think it's the only way. I mean, if okay, so you just said a whole bunch of stuff. You got the opinion in there.
I'm chatty.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So what it makes me think of is, okay, so I immediately started thinking about the counter, right? Those who have been obsessed with war and what war means and what war gives them is what created war in the first place. They were obsessed with getting stuff, taking stuff, and their interpretation of power and what that means. Those who landed here on Turtle Island were obsessed with manifest destiny and land as far as the eye could see and just get rid of them and we'll take it, for God has so ordained this land to us.
Because we are the chosen people.
They were obsessed with. So it's the same kind of, so now, per your invitation, is shifting our consciousness to be obsessed with love and evolution and oneness and unity and nurturing and support is the vaccine, is the remedy for this consciousness that is plaguing, right? Like, because once again, to talk about the broad slope, broad swipes, broad whatever it is, it's how am I supposed to get rid of war and racism and by being obsessed with the healing energy and power? That's how. You don't have to do it all. You do your part. My lungs don't do everything for my body. My lungs have nothing to do with digestion. My lungs do what is theirs to do in cooperation with the entire system.
Reach on it.
What is mine to do in the entire system of this army of light bearers, love carriers, ambassadors of joy, peace, oneness, who have such a vision because they operate from the place of possibility, probability, inevitability, that they foresee a future in the present because they are Afrofuturists who see the idea that says, wait a minute, there is something better than cobalt, so we don't need to mine or have people mine. We can create this other means to have smartphones, cell phones, laptops, etc., where people are not dehumanized and murdered as a result of our need to do and have this thing. That comes from this energy. Not that.
Yeah, I feel a song coming on. I really do. Because I'm like, my people, a sweet and powerful, positive obsession.
Yeah.
That's what prayer does for us.